Hello, welcome back to the stream. My name is Dan, and today we're playing Gothic 2, Night of the Raven. Is it all working fine? You can see my OBS being a bit glitchy. Let's have a look. Just wait for the stream to catch up so I can see if I'm... Oh yeah, there's something wrong with the... What if we go to the full game view? Is that any better? Yeah, the camera seems to be a little bit funny, but anyways, yeah, welcome back to Gothic 2, Night of the Raven. Today, we are going to find a job in the city of Khorinis. Hey, Glock, how are you doing? Laggy, yeah, but I think it's fine now. Is it better now? It looks fine on my end, so hopefully it's also good on your end. Yeah, so in the last stream, we finally got to the city of Khorinis by swimming into it from the sea. So we are now in the harbour part of the city. What we want to do is go to where all the traders live, because these are the guys we have to impress to get a job in Khorinis. So how it works is there are 4 masters they can get a job with in Khorinis, and you have to convince at least, I think, 3 or all 4 for one of them to give you a job, so that they all know that you are a responsible citizen to be. So the first guy we want to speak to is Hakon, who is Harad. I don't know why I always think it's Hakon, but yeah, Harad, who is the blacksmith.
Hey, you!
It's better now. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm looking for work.
I'm looking for work.
I could use a new apprentice. Brian will have finished his apprenticeship soon, and then he'll leave the city. Are you good for anything?
If you mean, do I know blacksmith's work?
No, that's not what I meant. Sooner or later, the orcs are going to lay siege to the city, and then the only men who will count will be those who are in a position to defend our city. And I won't take on anyone as an apprentice who will disgrace me by fleeing the city with the women and the good-for-nothings, instead of holding the fort here with the men.
So you want someone who knows how to fight, how to actually use a weapon as well as to make it. So, let's see.
I'm not a good for nothing.
Those are big words. Can you back them up with big deeds?
What are you getting at?
Bring me an orc's weapon. Orcs have been seen near the city. With a bit of luck, you won't have to search for long. If you manage to bring one down, I'll take you on as an apprentice, provided the other masters agree.
So there are two ways to do this quest, to get this weapon. And we will do both of them because they both kind of cross over as you complete all the quests for the masters in Khorinis. So let's just ignore the rest of his dialogue for now. And what we will do is we will go back to Mike, who is one of the guards at one of the gates that we have passed on our way to Khorinis in the last stream. So if we head whichever way here, to be honest, we have to speak to this water mage as well at some point for the quest from Cavalon, but for now we'll just ignore it. We can see Greg, the pirate, who we gave our farmer clothes to. So yeah, Mike is just outside this gate. And what we want to do is we want to go past Mike, and there will be a cave just to our left. And what we do then is essentially we bring the orc over to Mike, who will then kill him for us, because currently we are way too weak to actually do any real damage to an orc. I'm gonna try to kill these wolves, but I don't even know if we can kill them either. Is it a young wolf? No, it's a fully grown wolf. Okay, so that will be a struggle potentially. We do have some spells, some scrolls that we could use against these wolves, but I don't want to use them at the moment because I want to save them for later on. Wolves are fairly easy to kill on slightly higher levels than what we have at the moment, so it'll be a waste. We need about 700 experience points to level up, so we are some way off. Ideally, we want to have 30 points of strength fairly soon. We're about halfway there. Right, let's heal up. What do we have? We have a lot of healing plants, so we could use them. Fireweed, mana. Do we have any actual food? No, just booze. Of course. Right, let's use some healing roots. Let's use 2, because we do need 1 at least. So quick save. Okay, we don't need to go further down this road. We can just go straight to the cave now. Lakaka, yeah, how you doing? What's up? Been a while since I saw you live. Oh, no, it's been alright, to be honest. I've been away for the last 2 weeks anyways. Not made any videos or streams because I've been traveling for work, but other than that, yeah, just been grinding. How are you doing? Good to see you again. Snapper wheat. And meadow knotweed. So, is the cave here, or is it a bit... or is it down? I can never really remember. It is here somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Right, we have just aggroed a wolf. Let's fuck him up. Whack! Okay, we didn't take as much damage as... Oh, fuck! Shit. Oh, no. I've survived. I was like, convinced I'm gonna die. Right. Let's loot all the meats. That's all we got. Right, we do need to get a pan and a cooker, so we can make this meat into an actual food. Right, let's just use these to heal up. Let's eat about what, 8 healing plants? Maybe more? But an eventful day, mainly because I lost my temper with it all and decided to visit a few ministry departments and call our intelligence agency to ask what the fuck they are all doing. Okay. Do you wanna expand on that? Do you wanna... Oh, my camera is fucking up again. Great. Yeah, the camera is really fucking laggy this time around for some reason. Holy shit. That is interesting. So, yeah, I think the cave is somewhere around here. Oh, we have another wolf. Right, it seems that we have to kill all the wolves because that's just how it goes. Oh, fuck. Fucked up the combo twice. Oh, hello. If I just oversave... No, okay. It's a load. Okay. For a second then, I thought I saved the game over... Oh, quick save file. Which would have been pretty bad. Told the guy on the phone that because of ever deteriorating circumstances, I and most likely many like-minded people have me in a more violent terroristy mood. Oh yeah? Okay. And what kind of mood is that? Right. Let's heal up a little bit more. Yeah, the early stages of Gothic 1 and 2 are literally just you eating herbs and mushrooms. Multiple of them at a time. Right, where is this fucking cave at? Is it this way? It is not that far away from the city. It might be behind over here. No, that's too far. We've gone too far, and there's another rat. Might as well kill the rats, because they are fairly easy to kill, and we do need experience points, whatever we can get. Okay, so everyone's divided, and it's a bit upsetting. I get that. I get that. It's, to be fair, it is quite depressing. But I think what you have to remember is that a lot of people from whichever side, on whichever side they're on, like most people, like what you see most of the time in the media, and you know, all these like loud dialogues, etc. What those people are is a very small minority of the population as a whole. A lot of people just want to live a decent life, and they're actually pretty sorted. So, yeah, I get what you mean. It is depressing to look around and see some, you know, what's going on currently in the world. But, yeah, it's not as bad as we would think. What you also have to consider is that negativity is what politicians use to gain voters. Because, essentially, everything that happens in the politics is a massive marketing scheme for the politicians to use to get voters. So I think the best way to go around all of it is to not be manipulated by a bunch of idiots who try to string us along for the ride. No, I think most people do treat each other decently. I honestly think that. I think if you went down the street, I assume you live in UK. Oh, there is a cave, by the way. If you went down the street and just like knocked on a door, I promise you that probably 9 out of 10 people would be decent. It is honestly just the media and social media as well. It latches on to negativity and it just spreads it because that's what, essentially that's what it said. That's what sells. You know, people used to say it's sex that sells, but nowadays it is sadly negativity. Because everything is monetized. Like, think about how everything is way more political nowadays. And everyone monetizes on it as well. Cannot kill these fucking meat bugs. I've not even killed this thing in one hit. Fucking hell. Right, okay. So again, this is where the orc lives. So what we want to do is just aggro him and get him to come out of the cave and lead him to Mike. And the city guard will hopefully be able to kill this guy before he kills us. Right. So what we need to get is we need to eat a snapperweed, which will allow us to run a bit faster so that we actually have a chance at running away from this orc rather than just dying to his blows. Okay, I fucked that up. I don't even know where the snapper weed is. Okay, I fucked that up. Let me just catch up on the chat. I'm not gonna read out your messages because out of, you know, out of decency. I think it's way more personal, too personal to read out publicly. If this is gonna go as a VOD for people to view. Okay, we're not, I don't know, man. I think focused on money too much and not on the legacy. I don't know. I think there is a lot of people, it might just be my surroundings to be fair, because I've always been surrounded by people who are either artists, musicians and the like. So a lot of creative people who do want to leave a legacy. They want to create the next bit of art or the next bit of content or whatever that will, you know, hopefully make the world and lives for better. You know, I've had it many times where, you know, I've seen this many times where people would come up to a musician. Happened to me a couple of times as well, and you know, people would say, "Thank you for doing what you're doing because it makes my day a bit better." And that's all there is. So I think there are people that that want to leave a good legacy, but I don't think those people are making enough money to make that into their full-time sort of employment or a project, you know? It takes a lot of passion and a lot of time and commitment, and sometimes, you know, life just happens. People get married, start families, get kids, you know, get well-paid jobs that require a lot of time, and it just kind of like fizzles out. But I don't know. I think as a whole, it's alright. Polish? Yeah, I'm Polish. Yeah.
Here's 100 gold pieces. Let me pass.
100 pieces of gold sounds.
Oh shit.
In you go then.
I kind of fucked up. I shouldn't have paid him, but whatever. We can now enter this city freely if we need to. Oh fuck, Mike. Is that Mike? Is Mike dead? Oh, Mika is dead. Fuck. Okay. Well, we got some healing potions at least. Yeah, this is not going great for the city guards. Yeah, the system is not... Obviously, the system is always going to be optimized for the most... you know, benefit for the wider society, and the wider society runs on money, you know, taxes, etc. Sadly, that's just the system how it works. But you know, there is a lot of there's a lot of grey area where good things do happen. Right, medium orc axe. We have that now. What I want to do is go back to this cave and kill that wolf, which still lingers there, and pick up all some of the scrolls that are still there. And I think there was probably more loot to find as well in the chamber where the orc was. There's another way to get an orc weapon as well, but yeah, we'll do that as well later on. It's just this is one of them, and I might as well grind all the XP that we can. And yeah, as you can see, there's some good loot in here as well. Right, so quick save. Yeah, I mean, watching the world, I take it with a pinch of salt, personally. I always do. To be fair, I don't really watch the news anymore. I don't really pay attention to any of that, because what really matters to me is what's outside my window, personally. I think there's a lot of things that people fixate a lot on what's going on in the wider world, and it's like, a lot of the time, you don't really have any control over it. There isn't much you can do about it. So, why bother? You might as well just make your own world better, and hopefully that little world will affect other people in a positive way. So what I like to do is, instead of paying attention to big negative things that happen in the wider world, I just look outside the window and I see families on the street and children playing together. And I think, you know, that is my little local system that I would rather pay more attention to.
I know nothing about picking locks.
I know nothing about picking locks. Wow, that was they must have just woken up, like, on a day when the actor was supposed to deliver that line. They just woke him up at like 4 in the morning and were just like, "Can you just do that line now for us, please?" And he's just like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, okay." I know nothing about picking locks. Proper shattered. Okay, so we can go back to Harad now. Hopefully, I'm not sure if we will get enough experience points to level up our character level and then get some strength points. But we'll see. Let's see what happens. The next guy we will speak to will be well, not the hunter really, because we need the hunter to... We need to have some learning points to spend before we talk to the hunter guy. So after Harad, we will either go to the alchemist or the guy that runs a general store. We can't actually get a job with the guy who runs the store, the shop, which is that way, because he already has an apprentice, but we can still get a job with the other three masters. Right, we have the orc weapon.
Let's talk again about that orc thing.
What?
Your orc is as good as dead.
Good. Then stop wasting your breath and let your deeds speak for themselves.
I've got the orc weapon you wanted.
Show me. It's been a while since I've had a weapon like this in my hands. I was a soldier back in the Orc War. Those were tough times, I can tell you. I didn't think you could do it. I'm impressed.
Okay, let me just catch up on the chat. So, just for context, I am Polish, but I live in England. So, that is my local... Okay, I see you. Yeah, I mean, again, you know, just because I concentrate on my immediate surroundings and I try to make sure that my actions are positive and they hopefully will affect people in a positive way. The same way I'm trying to maybe convince you a little bit that, you know, just doing that as well is a more positive mindset than actually, you know, trying to care for the entire world. It's like, it's not that I don't care, I just think that having control over your immediate surroundings and being a positive impact in those surroundings has a knock-on effect. So if you do that, hopefully it will push other people to do that as well, and so on and so on, and just continues that way.
Can I sign on as an apprentice with a different master?
You're a good man. I'll give you my approval. Brian will still be here for a while, and a strong lad to take his place will turn up in time.
Okay, so we have his approval to start work with another master. We need 3 more before we can get a job. We could work with him now, but we still need to get approval from the other masters as well. So let's go and chat with... Yeah, Bosper is the hunter. And this guy is the one... Is the Matteo, I think his name is. Yeah, Matteo. He's another guy we wanna impress.
What can I do for you?
What are you selling?
I can offer you everything you need to survive in the wild. Weapons, torches, provisions, even armor. I still have a special piece in stock. Double hardened armor of snapper leather. Still unused. Interested?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but again, I think you can only do as much as you personally can in your own power. So if you haven't got power over the entire world, or like your country, or even your street or whatever, then, you know, every little helps. It doesn't have to be a macro solution. It can be a micro solution that hopefully adds up to other things, and you have like a what do you call it, like an avalanche of good things, you know, like one little thing just knocks off the bigger thing and you have the avalanche. That's kind of like my outlook on it. I used to be very idealistic as well, you know, like I think everyone who is creative or an artist or a musician, like I think everyone is idealistic to some level. But then you kind of realize that like there's only so much you can do yourself.
What do you know about paladins?
Since these bastards have come to the city, I've had nothing but trouble. The last time I was headed for the upper end of town, the guards flat out stopped me and asked me what was my business there.
And?
Of course they let me in. I had my shop in the city when most of those pompous asses were still chasing pigs with wooden swords. And yesterday, the bastards came and confiscated half of my goods.
Without sounding patronizing or, you know, telling you what to do, whatever, I think that the last one that you sent about your brain and stuff, I think it's probably best. I don't know, if you have not considered it, I would probably I would think about maybe seeking counseling or something like this. Not because there is anything wrong with you or whatever, it's just, I think if you're struggling with like that kind of you know, activity in your brain, it might be good to have someone who is actually quite good at helping people manage that to come in and maybe see if you can get a bit, well, help a bit more of an advice how to structure those thoughts into, you know, into something that's a bit more bearable. I never knew that. But you know, I see what I mean, and I feel for you.
The paladins seized your goods.
Everything I had stored in the backyard. They simply posted a guard in front of the entrance to the yard. If I'm lucky, they won't take everything. At least they might leave the armor here.
No, I see what I mean. Yeah, it's kind of what they do, but I think it works in most cases. And I think having, you know, at least trying a different outlook sometimes can be a positive thing as well.
That was obvious all along. You didn't get that from me.
Can you help me get into the upper quarter?
What? What are you going to do there?
I've got an important
My
message.
lagging camera is really
Well.
pissing me off
Have you
today.
tried getting past the guards?
I don't know why it's
I
happening.
don't see why I should even try.
You're probably right. I don't know how
At least the game is
important
not
your
lagging.
message is, and it's none of my business. But even if you told them that a ship full of orcs just anchored in the harbor, they'd send you away. Because
doesn't
they
set
have
it,
their
does it? No.
orders.
So can you help me get into the upper quarter?
It seems to be really important to you. The question is, how important is it to you?
What are you getting at?
I can help you. After all, I'm one of the most influential people here. But it'll cost you.
What are you asking for your help?
100 gold pieces.
You shark.
Take it easy. It isn't your gold I have in mind.
But
In principle, it's my gold. Gritta, the carpenter's niece, hasn't paid what she owes me in ages. But the little brat is constantly running around in new clothes. That means she has the money. I'd like to beat it out of her. But Master Thorben, the carpenter, is also a very influential man. Get me the money and I'll help you.
4 decades of experience being me. That's a great way to put it. Yeah, yeah. It's a. It takes a lot of practice to be at peace with oneself. Yeah, I have to say. Yeah, very good way of putting it.
where can I find this Gritta?
Like I said, she's the carpenter's niece. His house is down the street, the last house on the right before the smithy.
Yeah, like, yeah, there's a lot of stubborn people out there with that on that spectrum. I agree. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I've had a lot of friends with that.
How exactly can you help me?
Quite simple. I'll use my influence to see to it that one of the master craftsmen here takes you on as an apprentice. As such, you'll practically be a citizen of the city and can enter the upper quarter. Besides which, you'll earn something while you're at it.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
Help me sign on as an apprentice with one of the masters.
One thing at a time. First fulfill your part of the deal and bring me the gold.
Okay, let's go get the gold. We know where she is, so she's just outside. Also, this dude is selling a leather armor. I should have maybe tried to get some armor and a proper outfit, some proper clothing, before we ventured out and before we started the stream. And I think there is one good way to do this. We can either get a... So, essentially, this guy has just complained about the paladins stealing his stock. And his stock is currently locked in those chests behind this city guard. And there's two ways to get the contents of those chests. One of them is to cast a sleep spell on this guy, and then run past him, rob the chest as he's asleep, and then run out. another way, and I've never really tried it because I've always tried to... I just like the idea of that sleep spell, but the other way is you draw your weapon. Let me just... Hopefully, you want to force him to draw his weapon out.
No one may.
Okay, that's not going to happen for whatever reason. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so we have to go and get the sleep spell from the merchant in the what do you call it? In the market. Or maybe there's another way to climb over it. Let's see if we can climb onto this wall and go around it and drop down into... Yeah, so maybe if we jump across over here and not fall off. Yeah, this is some Ubisoft climbing right here. Hey, oh dear. Right, let's try that again. Whack! No. What about this? I mean, we could easily reach that and hang on to it, but apparently not. No. Okay, I'm gonna try to jump onto that roof again. I think the sleep spell is slightly expensive, so if we can avoid that expense, that would... Fuck me, this movement! Ah, he died. Yeah. If we could avoid spending money, that'd be great.
That's been known a long time.
Skullduggery, yeah. Right. Try again. This time, let's align our run a little bit more. So, I'm starting to think that I am delusional about this. I know there is a pretty good cheese way to get past this guard, but I've never done it. I've always done it with the sleep spell. What if I aim it slightly different? Okay, let's, this time, let's try to just run and not stop and then jump. Whack! Fuck this, I'm off to get a spell. I don't know. Yeah, before we do anything though, let's speak with Thorben, who is Gritter's
Fresh
uncle.
face. You're not from Khorinis, are you? This is not a good time for travelers. Bandits everywhere, no work, and now the farmers
other
have
wall.
risen up too.
Yeah, I
What
think it's
winds
more
have blown
further
you
away
here?
than the roof.
I'm looking for work.
Do you know anything about carpentry?
The only thing I can make out of wood is a fire.
And what about
Oh, my
logs?
camera's back. It's working again.
Well,
Oh, okay.
I'm
It's not.
sorry, but I
Oh,
can't use you if you
working
know
again,
nothing
again.
about my trade.
It's working again,
And I have
again.
no money to pay
Wow.
for an apprentice.
You know.
What if I want to start an apprenticeship with one of the other masters here?
All right, I shall give you my approval. But you had better get yourself the blessing of the gods first. Say, are you a man of faith?
Yes, a most humble servant, Master Thorben.
Then go to Vatras, the
What was
priest
the
of
delivery on
Antagonising,
that line?
and have him give you his blessing. He will tell you where you can find a priest of Innos. You should get his blessing too. Once you have received the blessing of the gods, I shall vote for you.
It was like the actor was not directed about what the context of the line is, so I think the actor thought that he's supposed to, like, the Master Thorben part of that sentence is supposed to be addressed straight to this person, so it was like, I am a humble servant, Master Thorben, as if he was saying that he's a humble servant to Master Thorben. What it should have been is, I'm a humble servant, Master Thorben, as in, like, yes, I'm reaffirming that I am to you, not saying that I am servant to you, kind of a thing, if that makes sense. But yeah, either way, like, I think whoever directed the English voice acting in this game has probably not really known what the context of those lines is supposed to be, or not even turned up to the studio on that day.
I've come about Gritta.
My niece? What's your business with her? This isn't about money, is it?
She owes 100 gold pieces to the merchant Matteo.
Tell me this isn't true. Ever since that little piece of work moved in with me, I've had nothing but trouble. She's in debt with practically every single merchant in town. I had to borrow 200 gold pieces from Lamar, the moneylender, just to settle her debts. And now this.
Greta should be in the house. Go ahead, ask her. But I tell you this, she doesn't have a single gold piece.
We shall see.
Okay, just because this game looks absolutely... Well, it doesn't look ugly, but I don't think you can see as much.
You look familiar to me.
What do you want?
I've seen your face before somewhere, right? Here, we found this picture on some bandits we picked up a few days ago. It looks a lot like you. Apparently, those guys were looking for you.
No, you've got to be mistaken. Everything's fine with me.
Whatever you say, stranger. But if that happens to be your mug after all, and if you have some problems, keep them outside of this town. Things are difficult enough here as it is. And strangers who bring trouble into the city don't stay here long. I hope I make myself clear.
No, I promise. Everything's fine with me today and in general. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, because the visibility is pretty low during nighttime, what we will do is we'll go and find a bed to sleep in for the night and then come back during daytime. As we do this, actually, when we wake up, we might as well go to the mages and get the blessings, as well as visit the merchant in the morning and buy that scroll that we are after.
Ah, customer, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for a room.
Ah, you're in the right place then.
What does it cost to spend the night?
Absolutely nothing. The paladins are responsible for the lodging of all travelers.
So can I stay the night here for free?
Yes, yes.
This is a
Just
real
go
mixture
up
of
the
accents.
stairs. We still have 1 or 2 beds free.
Yeah, like, fucking hell, yeah. I don't know. What was the general vibe of the voice acting? Like, what was the desired outcome? What was the vibe they were going for? Because, like, if you just wanted, like, very cheesy American, then this is what you got. Like, this is what, like, caricature American accents sound like to everyone in Europe. Right, so, the man with the scrolls is Zurus.
Hey, I'm Zurus, master of potions. Do you need an essence of healing or a magic elixir? Then you've come to the right place.
Show me your wares.
I just received some new potions. My guest, Master Darren, the fire magician, brought them along from the monastery.
Okay. The potion of sleep. I mean, the scroll of sleep. There we go. 100 gold. It's still cheaper than paying for the armor itself, which was like 250. So it's not bad. Also, do we have a scroll of transform into a snapper? Summon wolf? No, because... Oh, summon demon. Dang. Because if you find... if you acquire like a scroll of turn into a snapper or like one of the higher level beasts, then you can essentially just turn into that and go and fuck up most of the critters around the city. Just sell all this junk that we don't need. What's that? Poker. Yeah, I don't need that. Right, we also have a bunch of booze and wines, etc. I'm gonna leave it there for now. What else can I sell? We don't need a hammer. We don't need the silver ring either. We don't really need the swamp weed as well, or the saw. I think we are fine. Gold nugget, I think we might need to use it later on for some rune crafting once we become a mage, but I'm not entirely sure. Either way, yeah. Okay, I think we are done. We got the scroll, yeah, we got that. We got some money back as well. Cool. Right, we need to find a fire mage, this guy. Darren, I think his name is.
What can I do for you? Are you seeking spiritual comfort? Do you want to direct a prayer to our Lord Enos, or donate some gold for his church?
He can't keep anything to himself.
I've come to get your blessing.
That's good. That's good. Then you will probably want to donate gold to the Holy Church of Enos, won't you?
Actually, I wanted your blessing so I can sign on as an apprentice in the lower part of town.
But my son, without a modest donation to the church, it is impossible for me to bless you. How else can I be certain of your good intentions toward the Holy Church of Enos?
Yeah, I'd love to donate some money to the church. Why not?
So, how much does a donation usually run to here?
Well, that depends on what percentage you want to give, son. Let me see how much you brought.
Oh yeah, let me check your wallet. Let me see how much I can rob you.
Have more than 100 gold pieces. The Lord says give if you have. The church accepts your generous donation.
How much?
I bless
50.
you in the
Okay.
name of Innos, for he is light and righteousness.
Yeah, we can live with that. It's not perfect, but whatever. Yes, we got the blessing of Darren, the fire mage. We need a blessing from the water mage, who is by this temple over here, ahead of us. So I think his name is Vatras, if I remember correctly, and he's literally stood here all day preaching at people, the same 5 people every single day. And at night, he is kneeling in front of this statue of a paladin who is Innes's servant, so the fire god, and prays to him, which doesn't make any sense because he's a water mage, so he prays to Adanos. And paladins are Innos.
Adanos be with you.
Who are you?
I am Vatras, a servant of Adanos, the guardian of the divine and earthly equilibrium. What can I do for you?
I would like a blessing, please. We do have a letter for him, but I'm going to leave that for later on because we can't really do much about that quest at the moment. Blessing.
I'm asking you blessing.
Why should I give you my blessing, stranger?
Because I told you so.
I want to start an apprenticeship with one of the masters in the lower part of town.
Go with the blessing of Adanos, my son.
That was easy. No bribes or anything. Jesus. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's end. And now we can go back to Forben and tell him we've got the blessings, and therefore we'll get his approval. And after that, we will go to speak with Gritter and get the money for Matteo.
Hey, you!
Hey, you! There we go.
How about your approval, Master?
Has Vatras given you his blessing?
Yes.
And did you also get the blessing of a priest of Innos?
Yes, I did.
Then you shall have my blessing as well. No matter what path you decide to take pride in doing a good job, my boy.
Okay. So now I'm gonna go and take money from your niece.
What do you want, stranger? If you've come to beg, I must disappoint you. I am a poor widow. My name is Gritta. Ever since my husband died, I have been running the household for my uncle Thorabin.
Matteo sent me. You still owe him some gold.
He wants his money? What for? The goods he delivered were flawed, bad fabric, and bad seams. And did you look at the colors? Those are not the colors I ordered. That's fraud, that is. Let me tell you, back when my husband was alive, he wouldn't have dared to do that. Oh, my poor husband.
Okay, we don't need to hear it, we just want the money.
Cut it out. Where's the gold?
But I don't have the gold. I'm only a poor widow.
Then we'll simply sell a few of your togs. I'm sure you've still got a bunch of stuff in your closet.
How dare you, uncouth lout. All right, here, take the gold.
See, that wasn't so hard.
And now will you please leave my house?
So you had the money all this time, okay. Right, can we get any XP from this book? Yes, we can. Hunt and prey. Every beast or creature has certain trophies that improve the wealth and glory. Yes, sure.
But the light was a torment for
Yes, so let's have a chat with Forben. Let's see if he has anything to say about Gritter.
Hey, you!
Now.
Your niece had 100 gold pieces.
What? The brazen little serpent. That was my gold. She took it from my chest. Give it back to me. I have to pay off Lamar first. Matteo can get his money later.
Nah, sorry.
No, Matteo will get his money back from me.
You're getting me into a real mess that way. Lamar is not terribly generous when it comes to debts. But at least you're planning to pay my niece's debts. I guess I ought to thank you for that.
Okay. So we should have 10 learning points. Yes, we do. So now we can go... Well, let's go to Matteo. Give him the money. And then after that, we can go to Bosper. and complete his quest. So where is the dialogue? There we go.
Here's your 100 gold pieces.
And? Did she cause any problems?
None to speak of.
Good. You've held up your part of the deal.
Help me sign on as an apprentice with one of the masters.
Don't worry. I'll keep my part of the bargain. The other masters will only hear the best about you from me.
Okay, so we have 3 approvals now. Before we go to Bosper, actually, let's go and get our armor and clothes as well. So, quick save, just in case I fuck it up somehow. I do manage to fuck it up sometimes, so just in case. Right, 6. Whack! Sleep. Okay, now quickly just nick everything inside. Yeah, there's a lot of food and clothing in these chests. And just general crap. Okay. So, yeah, we have leather armor, which gives us a pretty good level of protection this early into the game, as well as some clothes, which is not really good armor, but it looks stylish. So there's that. But yeah, leather armor. Let's go. So now we want to go to Bosper, who is the bowmaker and a hunter.
Welcome to my shop, stranger. I am Bosper. I craft bows and trade in furs. What brings you to Khorinis?
Nobody will learn anything from me.
I'm looking for work.
I could use a new apprentice. The last one just gave up his job 2 days ago. Do you know anything about hunting then?
Well,
I could teach you how to skin animals. I'll pay you well for every skin you bring me.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
Okay, how do I learn how to skin animals?
That was quite obvious.
We haven't got the dialogue just yet, okay.
Don't tell me you didn't.
I want to start as your apprentice.
Before I take you on, I need to know, of course, whether you're any good at all.
There's nothing you can do about it.
What do you want me to do for you?
I will teach you how to skin an animal, and you will bring me, let's say, half a dozen wolf skins. Then I'll know that you have learned your trade. If it doesn't take you forever, and if the skins are in acceptable condition, I will take you on if you like.
Okay, well, teach me how to skin animals for 5 learning points.
Teach me how to skin animals.
Right. Listen, it's quite easy, really. You take a sharp blade and cut open the animal's belly. Then make a few small incisions on the inside of the legs, and you can peel off the skin. Bring me the wolf skins and we shall see.
Okay, so we know how to skin animals now, which is a pretty good way to keep making money as we play the game. And actually, I think signing up with Bosper in general is the best option, because as you play the game, you'll always kill more animals and then be able to obviously skin them and stuff. So you always have a lot of furs laying around in your inventory. And then if you come to him, he's always going to pay you for every single one of them at a full price. So he's in the monetary sense, he's probably the best one to sign up with. Right, so
why did your apprentice give up his job?
All he said was that it had become too dangerous out there. If you're really interested, then you can ask him yourself. His name is Bartok. He's probably hanging out near Khorinis Tavern. Go through the underpass from the smithy, then you're headed straight for it.
Okay.
I'm no better off myself.
Right, okay. Actually, before we go, I want to buy some arrows as well
Show
from
me
this
your
guy.
wares.
So they all are 1 gold in value, so yeah, let me just get all of them, just to make it easier. Right. Can I sell anything to him at the moment? I think this is it, right? I can sell some clothing.
You listen to the wrong people.
Actually, I'm going to sell the clothing to Matteo, since that was his to begin with. He's not going to raise any questions, is he, about me reselling what seems to be his stock back to him.
Show me your wares.
Right. Yeah, so Sell those. I'm gonna keep... Do I keep one? I never really wear it, so I'm gonna sell it as well. Fuck it. Right. There we go. We also have a bunch of sausage, which heals 12 hit points per sausage. And what else do we have? Water bottles as well, and a few mandibles, which... Okay, yeah, okay. What's that? A leather bag. There are some coins inside. 25 gold. Okay. Cool. Right, let's go and speak with Bartok, who should be over this way. And then we can take him to... We can take him hunting, which basically means that he will kill all the beasts for us and we can loot the beast for furs. He is definitely much better at killing things than we are at the moment, so it's the best option.
Hey! How's it going?
You're not from around here, are you? Never mind, neither am I.
Where did you hang around before?
In the woods, hunting scavengers and wolves, together with some hunters. But I gave it up. These are dangerous times. There's a lot of riffraff running around out there.
Riffraff.
Bosper said you used to work for him.
Yes, I did, but he was only interested in his blasted hides. I told him how dangerous it's gotten out there. He didn't really listen to me. Well, anyway, he paid well. I can't complain about that.
Can you tell me anything else about him?
Bosper had one of his bows stolen recently in broad daylight. Some guy just waltzed into his store, took a bow, and left. The thieves are getting more and more brazen.
Okay.
Why don't we go hunting together?
With two, it isn't so dangerous, that's true. Do you know anything about hunting then? I mean, do you know how to skin an animal?
Yes.
All right, but I want to see 50 gold pieces. For that, you can keep the skins and sell them to Bosper. That's a fair deal, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much is, because then we get the money back for the skins that we bring him, I think.
Here they are.
So, let's go.
Let's go hunting.
All right, follow me. Outside the south gate is a wood where we should find more than enough critters. Probably more than we'd like.
Let's bounce.
Inhabitants of Khorinis, by the
So he's going to take us towards Lobat's farm, to this little area that we've not explored before because there were too many beasts there. So he's going to essentially clear out the whole area of beasts. And there will also be an orc. So hopefully he dies to the orc, so we can then loot his body for his bow and his weapons, etc. and get our gold back. But if he survives, that's also nice, I guess. We'll see. Oh, I could finish him off myself if he does survive. And there we go. Okay. And we do get experience points from him.
Another one of those things.
Sick. We're about to engage with the wolves now. There they are. I'm going to leave them to it. Go. Go on. Go on. There we go. Easy XP. As long as he doesn't miss every single shot. No, don't turn around. Please don't die to the wolves. Please don't do. He's gonna die. He's gonna die to the wolves. Fuck. Okay, that was a bit premature. Let's load. Please tell me I've... Fuck. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. Okay, change of plans. Right. What we will do is we will get the wolves to come with us all the way to the city guards if we actually manage to do that without them killing us on the way. I don't think they're chasing us anymore. Okay. Fuck. It is nice though, like the little detail that they are all now eating his body. Because obviously they're starving dogs, so like they're gonna eat the meat that's there. Right. How do I engage them one by one and not their entire pack? Okay, we got 2. We got 4. Okay, sick. Nice. Let's go. I'm gonna die so much. I'm gonna die so fucking much, like.
Alarm!
One less.
I have to say, I've played this game many times, and this never happened to me before. Oh, there we go. I tried to avoid them as much as possible, but here we go.
Paladin of the king and humble servant of Innis, your lord. Our commander, Lord Hagen, has entrusted me with the task of explaining to all newcomers the new laws which apply to all inhabitants of the city.
Since people have started simply vanishing all over this town, everyone needs to watch out that they don't suffer the same fate.
Okay. I'm just gonna go.
I've got to go.
Wait. You don't know the new laws of the city yet.
Later.
I can guess them. Don't kill anyone. Don't steal. It's the same shit everywhere. Right. Where is the other wolf? There he is. I need to find every single one of them and skin them to complete the mission. Let's heal up. Okay, that's gonna do it for now. I could just reload the quick save, but that's gonna set us back by a few minutes, so I'm just gonna continue with whatever this mess is. Where is the body gone now? Is it still there? Wait, what happened to his body? So I can't even loot his... Yeah, this is completely fucked up. Fuck. They actually ate the body. The entire body is now gone. Right, okay. Oh, shit. I have to say, the leather armor is doing some good work for us in terms of protection. Like, we pretty much took no damage from that bite. It could have just been a lucky, unlucky hit for the wolf, but I see that, yeah, we're not taking anywhere near as much damage from the wolves as we did before. So, how many... I need one more. So, I think he did manage to kill one of these wolves before he died, but I think the body of that wolf might have disappeared now. So, we will be missing one fur. Is it there?
Nothing to be had
there.
Yeah,
we got that already. How many wolves did we bring over to Khorinis? I'm not sure. Right, we'll just have to find another wolf to kill. Oh, fuck. No, leave them alone. Okay. Yeah, that's gone completely tits up. So we do need 6, right? Just to make sure we do need 6. 6 wolf skins, yeah, we have 5. Okay. We got a machete though from the guy's body. Ooh, damage 100, strength required 90. This is a pretty high level weapon. We could sell it. This is worth... Oh god. He's gonna potentially die to these snappers, and he's not gonna do anything about it.
Nothing there.
Alright, maybe not. I'm gonna try to get some XP from...
I've still got it.
Okay, never mind. Too late. Right. Oh, gold. Yeah, this has never happened to me in any playthrough before, where the guy died to these wolves. I honestly should have reloaded that save. Yeah, so Bosper... and Constantino are the only masters that we need to get approval from still. Let's go and talk to the alchemist. I'm pretty sure we can find another wolf somewhere.
What do you want? I'm not giving anything away.
I'm looking to become an apprentice.
Really? And with whom are you going to sign up?
I want to sign up with you as an apprentice.
With me? No! I have already had the dubious pleasure once of grappling with an apprentice. That's quite enough for me. I invested several years in his education, and in the end, the poor fool up and poisoned himself. Go sign up with one of the other masters.
What will I have to do to become your apprentice?
I couldn't bear yet another dilettante on my conscience. There is a multitude of herbs out there. Used in different variations, they develop the most diverse effects. You probably don't even know half of them. Here. This is a list of the most important plants. Bring me a plant of each kind, and I might reconsider taking you in as an apprentice.
Kind of reminds me, like, his voice reminds me of James from Low on the Spectrum. You know, the guy with glasses and blonde, long hair. It's got the same voice. Right,
About the plants.
If you cannot handle that by yourself, you won't be any good as an alchemist either.
So I think we're missing, like, one very rare plant.
I see.
That we can find outside the city gates. So that's where we'll go next. So we have to find the plant and also kill a wolf. What time is it in the game? Okay, it's 2 PM, nearly 2 PM. So it's middle of the day. It's just the rain is making it a little bit darker than usual.
But there, where Adanos stood, was a place in which Enos and Beliar.
Yeah, I mean, all the city guards so far have been dropping like flies. Like, Mika is dead. The hunter guy is dead. Yeah, normally, like, the NPCs that kind of are here to, like, support you and take some of their load off and kill beasts for you, they're all dying to the beast. So just to remind myself, what herb do we need? Message... Right, list of herbs. So, healing plant, we've got all those. Fire, fireweed, fire root. Goblin berry, we've got those. Dragon root, I think. King's sorrel, that's what we need. Do we not have one? I think a King's sorrel was growing by the stone circle by Lobat's farm. If we had a spell of telekinesis, maybe we could have left it a bit easier. Yeah, I'm going to go back to Zuris and see if we can buy a spell of telekinesis, because what that does is when you have it equipped, it highlights items in a distance that are laying around in the world, so that makes her picking much easier. And it's going to make the hunt for King's Sorrel much easier for us as well.
Show me your wares.
Right. Telekinesis. Fireball, that's not it. I can't remember what the icon for it looks like. But I don't think he has it. No, he doesn't have it.
That's not what I heard.
Right, that's not ideal.
That's not what I heard.
But it's not the end of the world either. I mean, the rain and the darkness doesn't make it any easier on us, but we'll manage.
That's not what I heard.
King's Sorrel. I actually think if we spoke with Zuris as well, there is a dialogue where he tells you where to find that herb, and I'm pretty sure he tells us that to go this way, because that's where it is. Quick save. So yeah, there are some rats around that we can kill quite easily at this point. We also have a bow that we can use. I mean, we've not put any points into the bow yet, but it's still, so far, has proven to be quite spot on with the hits so far. So yeah, might as well try to snipe these guys. Yeah, not bad. Okay. Yeah. Easy enough. And we get some meat from the rats as well.
Nothing there.
I've always found it quite weird how you cannot skin rats in this game, because they do have fur as well. Maybe it just wouldn't be worth anything, so you never bother. Right, we have some mole rats. We've not fought any mole rats in this game so far. They normally come very like early into the game. Like in Gothic 1, that's one of the first, like literally the first monster you fight because it's so weak. After the meat bug. I might have fucked up a little bit. Might die to this guy. Shit. I was literally one hit away. Oh well. Here we are. We've not killed the rats yet. Okay, I'll have to do that again. Yeah, in Gothic you have to remember to pretty much save after doing anything in the game, because especially early on in the game, you can die to pretty much anything at any time. Why am I not looting this rat? Not bothered. Whatever. Alright, quick save. I'm gonna waste all my arrows on this guy, aren't I? Well, one's dead. Alright. Yeah, there was an axe over here that we can loot and then sell for like 6 gold maybe, max. Alright, quick save. So, mole rats. Gonna die again. Or not. Right, great. I'm gonna eat some food. I'm not gonna waste any of my potions just yet. Let's have an apple. Let's have sausage. And quick save. So yeah, I think King's Sorrel is supposed to be around here. Dark mushroom, I'm gonna get all these. To be honest, digger meat is fairly good early game because it heals 15 points of hit points. So that's pretty good. That's like the equivalent of cooked meat. It's more than the sausage as well. Okay. So it's not here. Yeah, I would love to have telekinesis. If we just look around, maybe I can just spot it. No. Blue Elder, nah. So this is us for the next hour or so on this stream, just looking for a herb. I hope you're ready, because this is going to be fucking crazy. It's about to really pop off. I'm sure it's here somewhere, like... Do I have dragon root? Yes, I do. Right, so we have that as well. I think there is one very near the gate as well. Like it's growing on a rock or a tree trunk. If not, there could be a King's Sorrel as well by Lobat's farm. Because they normally grow around those Stonehenge-like places. Yeah, I might just give up on this and go back to this, to Stonehenge, because we could be here forever. There is a cave here, and I think there are some bandits inside, as well as some rats. So let's go and kill some rats. Herb. I know, it's very exciting. Right. Oh, actually, I should have learned how to pick locks as well while we were in town. Do I have any lockpicks? I have 2, which is not very great. But, yeah, there are some chests in this cave which we could pick. Maybe in the other room. Yeah, the other room. Right, let's quick save. Actually, so we have 7 fire arrows, and they all cost 5 mana each. And we have how many mana? We have 10 points of mana in total. Currently 5. So let's heal up our mana with a blue elder as well as a health. I'm gonna quick save just as again, just to make sure. Right. 4 fire arrow. And I'm gonna cast it on one of the bandits.
You're in for it now.
That did nothing. Right, what we want to do now is run away and single each one of them out. So we have to, so we eventually fight with just one of them at a time, not 2 at the same time. There he is. Oh, he's stuck. Oh no, he's stuck. My arrows do, like, pretty much no damage to him. Let's see what we can do with our knife. Probably the best bet, actually. We're doing better than I thought we would. But then again, being a fighter already helps. I'm just gonna spam swinging attacks at him until he submits to my power. He's blocking all of it. Right. It might not work. Oh my god. There we go. 100 XP, not bad. I don't think he has a cool weapon to pick up, so we will just leave it there. Oh, another orc axe. So there's 3 orc axes you can pick up, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about this one.
I'm gonna rip you to pieces.
He has no idea how effective the movement is at the moment because of the camera getting stuck on the fireplace and just spazzing out. That was the most OP move he could have done in that moment. Whackings of submission, exactly. Whackings into submission as well. And we have another sword. Those are pretty cool. Yeah, I might just level up the dexterity to level 20 and just have that. Because it does 40 damage, which is not bad. And then we'll just put the rest of our points into, like, mana and stuff. Because we essentially want to become a fire mage at some point. So that could be a strat. And if we don't become a fire mage, we'll just main dexterity and maybe go into, like, bow fighting. A herring, hit point bonus 20, not bad. Fish, some gold. And there is another chamber in here. I don't think it has any enemies inside. I'm gonna save just in case, because my memory is not the best, so, you know, you could be surprised. Skeleton's bone. I think those things are used for rune making later on in the game. So it's a good find. Yeah, like, eventually, if you want to be a mage, you might find that as you play the game, you just pick up items that seemingly seem like very random junk. But actually, if you do become a fire mage, you then find out that all these items have a purpose, and that is rune making, which essentially is like crafting spells that you can use. So these are very handy. I think like the skeleton bone is probably used for a rune of like, I don't know, summon skeleton or something like that. I'm going to do another scan of the area for King Sorrel. I'm pretty sure it's not here. As I say that, watch me find it in like the first 2 seconds. I'm pretty sure it's around here. Can I go into first person view? Yes, we can. Right, okay. And we have mouse controls, which are slightly shit. Can I increase the mouse sensitivity? Controls, so that's that. Game settings. Mouse sensitivity is on maximum now, and it barely moves. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, like the thing about Gothic 1 and 2 is like, in Gothic 1, the developers never really intended the game to be played on a mouse. Well, with a mouse. So that's why the controls work so well with just keyboard. And then they've added the mouse support, like, very late into development of Gothic 1. Like, in the last month before it shipped. So this is why it's a little bit janky and it doesn't feel that good to use. And I guess they just kept it that way for Gothic 2 as well. They were just like, well, it worked fine in Gothic 1, so why bother now? So yeah, essentially, using a mouse is not great. Right, I'm going to give up on King Sorrel. What we will do is we'll go back to Lobat's farm and get one from the stone circle over there. Ooh, another fire nettle. So those are used for mana regeneration, I think. Gonna go back to third person view. Yeah. So that road goes up. We don't want to be there just yet. Right, let's have a look at this tree, because I think there was a pretty good herb growing on it. Maybe this one or one closer to the city. There's one trunk with a pretty good herb on it. I just can't remember which one. Is it this? No. More fire nettles. I'm pretty sure it's this one. But then again, if it's not, then my memory's always a bit shite. Yeah, whatever. Right, let's go back to the city, speak with Zuris, because Zuris will know where these herbs are. We'll just get a little clue from him.
Do you brew your own potions?
No, I either get them from the monastery or I buy them from Constantino, the alchemist. If you're interested in brewing potions, then talk to him. He needs an assistant. But he's too pig-headed to hire someone himself. He's just as stubborn as a mule. He always passes me when he goes out on the East Gate to collect plants for his potions.
Oh, yeah?
Where exactly does Constantino gather his herbs?
He always goes through the Eastern City Gate here, and then disappears into the wilderness to the left. He once told me that just about everything grows there, except for King Sorrel.
Has Constantino ever told you where to find King Sorrel?
I once heard him say that the stuff grows near stone circles, near Lobart's farm. That's a farm near the other gate. There's one of those stone circles. I think it's on a hill. It used to be a grave or something.
Cool. Yeah, let's go. I'm not going to bother healing. I don't think we'll find many creatures on the way back to Lobart's farm. So I think we should be fairly safe on that one. Also, do we have any learning points? We have 5 learning points.
In this place, order and chaos.
Do I want to save them?
And so the sea.
Actually, I think we should learn how to sneak, actually. I think Cavalon can teach it to us. So let's go back to Cavalon as well and learn how to sneak, because we will need to use that skill fairly soon into the game. Especially if you want to complete the Thieves Guild jobs. Again, the music. I've been thinking, I think sometime in the future, close future, I might make a video about my favorite composers of music for video games, because I think like a lot of the charm in video games for me is the music. Like, you can hear a soundtrack from a video game and, you know, remember exactly what it's from, and just like you just get escorted into that world from just the music alone, for me anyway. So like, I have some composers, some soundtracks that I just put on sometimes, and it's like, it's really relaxing for me, because I am kind of removed from like stressful situations into the worlds from those games. And yeah, I don't think composers of music for video games get enough love. They don't really get mentioned and talked about as much as they should be talked about. So I'm gonna make a list of my favorite composers for video games, and yeah, just talk about their work, and you know, which games they've worked on, and why I like the music that they've created for those games. So Kai Rosenkrantz, which is the guy who made the soundtrack for Gothic 1, 2, and 3, there's Sorrel. We'll be on it for sure. We'll have probably Glocky's the same. Yeah, it just immerses you in the game so much, like, especially because, you know, you actually listen to certain tracks from a game quite a lot as you play the game. You just don't realize it, because you are obviously focusing on the game itself. So those sounds, I think, just get basically pushed into your memory by the game. So yeah, it's completely immerses you into the experience, and you know, like, triggers memories as you listen to it outside of that setting. But yeah, Kai Rosenkrantz, Jesper Kyd, who worked on Freedom Fighters and Assassin's Creed games. Plenty of others.
You.
I think the guy who made, I can't remember his name. I can never remember his name. But the guy who made music for Skyrim will be on it as well, because I think Skyrim's soundtrack is iconic. It's incredible. It's a shame that the composer, is a bit of a twat, a bit of a prick.
Can you give me something to eat?
Here,
but
take this. You're a good lad.
Sadly, he is a genius. What else do we have? I'm trying to remember. But yeah, it's a very close tie between Kai Rosenkrantz and Jesper Kyd. We still need to fight a wolf. I forgot, we haven't got the 6th wolf fur. Shit. I'm gonna save the game just in case we do encounter an enemy. You need to go and hunt a wolf. Where can we find a wolf at this point in the game? We sadly killed all the wolves outside of the other gate. All of the wolves on this side of the gate are also dead. We might have to venture out a bit more into the world to find more wolves. I think there might be some wolves. Yeah, okay, I think I know where we need to go. Right, Cavalon, teach me how to sneak.
Hey.
I want to learn your abilities.
I want to learn your abilities in particular. I want to learn all you know.
With soft souls, you have a better chance of getting close to your opponents without them noticing.
Wow, what an explanation. Brilliant stuff. If you don't wear heavy boots, your boots will not be heavy. Brilliant. Amazing stuff. Okay, so now we backtrack all the way back to Khorinis. Yeah, so we got King Sorrel now. We need to go back to Constantino and hand in all the herbs. We could work for Constantino, and I think he is an interesting character to work for. I think what you do for him is you collect dark mushrooms and give them to him, and because there are so many of them in the world, that's a pretty good, steady way to make money. Although it's still not as good as collecting furs for Bosper. But yeah, I always like to, like, the interesting thing about Constantino is he's going to give you his approval no matter what happens. It's just if you want to work for him especially, then he gives you the quest to collect the herbs for him. So I like to do that quest just because, I don't know, we might as well do it for some XP, but other than that, I rarely ever go for him as my choice. I'm surprised that we missed King Sorrel in the last stream because we have been looking around that stone circle as well. So it's surprising I've not seen it. It did kind of stick out, like it was easy to spot. I'm gonna quick save because we're not saved in a long time. Right. So, Constantino. We don't have any more learning points, although we could do with a few, because we need to learn how to pick locks as well, and also pickpockets. Though, like, the thieving skills in Gothic 2 are actually quite handy.
Hey, you!
They allow you to do a lot of things.
About the plants.
If you cannot handle...
Oh, I haven't got all of them.
I see.
What am I missing? Hang on a minute. What am I missing? So, let me just take a photo of this. Snapperweed. We've used up the snap... Oh, fuck. Yeah, we haven't got snapperweed. Shit, okay. Can I buy him?
Show me.
Can I buy it from him? No. Maybe buy them from Zuris? If not, we still have to venture outside to find a wolf, so maybe during a hunt we will find some more herbs. Yeah, this is a very weird playthrough so far. There's things I've never done or never happened to me in this game ever before that happened during this playthrough. It's very interesting. Oh, actually, let me speak with Haken.
I am Haken, the weapons dealer.
Yes.
Every man should carry a weapon these days, especially when
every
venturing
man
outside
does,
of the
apparently,
city
in this
walls.
game. They all have some kind of a blade or something on them.
Show me your wares.
Okay. Okay. So this will cost us less learning points to use because we'd only have to spend 5 points on strength to be able to use this weapon, and we need to use 10 points of dexterity to use the sword that ranks with dexterity. So maybe this is a better choice. Right, let's see if we can actually sell this to him, because we won't be able to use this in a long time, and I'm pretty sure by the time we do get to 90 points of strength, we'll have better weapons to use than that. So sell this. We don't need the orc weapon either. This is a pretty shit weapon actually. So is this. We can sell one of them. Let's sell all of those. Okay. Right. We haven't got enough gold for this weapon at the moment, still. But yeah, at least we got some more money anyways. Yeah, we have to level up our strength anyways to use that, so we're not missing anything.
Show me your wares.
Right, there's no herbs to be found here. And still no telekinesis, okay. Wait, hang on a minute.
Show me your wares.
What is that? Amulet of Enlightenment. This is not what I'm looking for. Right, okay. There is an amulet that we can actually... I forgot about the amulet. There's an amulet we can get from Vatras early into the game that helps you looking for stuff. So, yeah, let's sleep. And then we'll go to Vatras, get the amulet from him, and then we'll go out and hunt and look for some more herbs. At least I think that's where the amulet is.
You can't keep anything to.
Yeah, so we have to deliver the message to Vatras that we got from Cavalon. I was going to do that way later into the playthrough, but might as well do it now. It doesn't really matter. We can just postpone completion of that quest for later. Right.
Here, I've got a letter for you.
For me? Indeed. This is an important message you're bringing me. I wonder how you got hold of this letter.
I got it from Cavalorn, the hunter.
Cavalorn? Where is he?
He told me to tell you he couldn't make it and is headed for the meeting point. Whatever he meant by that.
I see that you have gained Cavalorn's trust. That speaks in your favor.
I want to join the Ring of Water.
You do? Well, that means you have already fulfilled the first requirement.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, there must be someone among us who trusts you. Otherwise, you wouldn't even know about it. But I know nothing about you at all.
What do you want to know?
Well, you could tell me where you come from and why you have come to the city.
I carry an important message for the leader of the Paladins.
What is this message?
A large army is gathering as we talk, led by dragons and determined to conquer the country.
Dragons? You speak of beings which until now have only been mentioned in legends. How do you know this?
Zardas, the magician, told me. He sent me to warn the Paladins.
The necromancer? So he lives, and he sent you. Who are you really?
I'm a former convict from the penal colony of Khorinis.
Good. Let us summarize.
Oh wow,
you are
some
a
German.
former
Okay.
prisoner who has been told by Zardas, the necromancer, that dragons have come to conquer the country. And you have come to report this to the Paladins. That all sounds rather fantastic, but I cannot perceive that you are lying to me. Therefore, I must assume that your motives are honorable. I want to give you a chance to join the Ring of Water.
We are questing, of course we are, actually. Well, the nameless hero has never been named. Maybe Questin is his name. Maybe that's going to be the new law of Gothic forever. Questin.
What must I do in order to join the ring?
Know that you take on great responsibility by joining the ring. I do not let just anyone join who comes to us and asks. If you want to join the ring, you will have to prove that you act like one of us.
And that means...
Before we let a young man join our ranks,
He talks like this,
must
like
have
he's got
done
a
a
blocked
great deed
nose.
for the ring. Only then can I begin to consider letting you help preserve the balance of forces on this island.
I have vanquished the Sleeper. Isn't that a great enough deed?
My ears hear many a tale these days, including the story about the banning of the beast called the Sleeper. I have not heard that this was achieved by a single man, although your eyes tell me that you are convinced you did this. That confuses me slightly, but I cannot be sure that my senses might not deceive me sometimes.
It's funny how he just accepted whatever we told him a minute ago, and then we tell him about the Sleeper. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna draw the line here. That sounds like bullshit to me. I'm sorry."
I have freed many people. The barrier is gone.
Even if you can really claim responsibility for that, the great event in the Valley of Mines has not only set free the water mages and other upright citizens. All the criminals of the entire country are roaming Khorinis these days, harassing the population. The bandits have already taken over large areas of land outside the city. It has become all but impossible to leave the town and return unharmed.
So what would be an appropriate deed that might convince you?
Khorinis is facing a great enigma these days. The number of people missing from the town seems to increase almost daily. If you can explain to
I
me
love
what
how these
happened
guys
to them,
just sat there,
you
like
shall
stood
have
up
your
behind them,
place
just listening to
within
all
the
these
ring
secrets
of
being
water.
spilled.
However,
Like, oh yeah, this is
you should
this
take
is
your
interesting.
message to the paladins
This
first.
is better than
I
the
consider it a
usual
matter
speech.
of utmost importance. Talk to Lord Hagen.
But Lord Hagen is not going to receive me.
Yes, he will, no doubt about it, provided you become a member of a powerful community first. The ring has far-reaching connections. We shall assist you in conveying your message as soon as possible. You should talk about this to Laris, whom I trust. He will help you.
Okay.
I shall do that.
Okay, so we don't get the
Wait,
amulet.
if you see
Oh, there we go.
Laris, give him this ornament and tell him that it
Oh, no.
needs to be returned. He'll know what to do with it.
Right, what is this ornament? That. Fragment of a large ornamental ring. Okay. Okay, let's go and speak with Laris and give it to him. I can't remember at what point you get this amulet from Rattress. Basically, what it does is you speak, like you put the amulet on, and that summons like a flying little orb around you. And you can speak to the orb and tell it, like, look out for weapons or look out for herbs or whatever, like anything like this. And basically, whenever you'll be in proximity of like one of the items that you highlighted to it, it'll just fly off and point you towards that item. So, looking for like herbs and stuff, it helps a lot with that.
And it's gonna get even worse.
Vatras sent me. He told me to come to you when I needed help.
Yeah,
So
that
you've
conversation is
already
so
been to see
supposed to be
Vatras?
heard. Yeah, you only talked about like being a convict, about the sleeper, about the necromancer. You've also talked about the secret society that is the Ring of Water. Yeah, it's completely reasonable to just talk about that in the open.
Vatras gave me this ornament to bring to you. He said it is to be taken back.
Of course. It's up to me, as usual. I might have known. I'll have to walk halfway across the island to take it back to the water mages.
But that's terrible.
I can take the ornament there for you.
I think I'd better take it there myself.
Ooh.
But you could come with me. Only
Free
I can't
XP.
leave here at the moment. I need to keep an eye on the harbor.
I don't believe that.
What exactly do you do here at the harbor?
I can't talk about that. Vatras would have my head.
Don't tell me.
Okay.
If I hadn't seen it,
It's really not my problem.
About those missing people,
Take care of everything.
tell me what you know.
The first was William, one of the fishermen here in Khorinis. One day, he simply didn't return. At first, we thought that one of those sea monsters out there had eaten him in his boat for breakfast. But not too long afterwards, other people started disappearing from the town and the surroundings. Pretty random events, though. Everyone's at a loss so far. The way it looks, we'll just have to wait until we finally stumble across a clue.
See that? I can't help him.
Isn't this a case for the militia?
The militia is pretty useless if you ask me. They're never going to clear this up. The missing people have just vanished into thin air.
He simply talks too much.
Never would have thought of that himself.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Vatras said you could help me join a community.
Getting tired of being the underdog, are you? All right, I see your point. I can exert my influence with the mercenaries if you want to join Lee. And I'm sure we can find a way to get you into the monastery soon. But the easiest thing would certainly be for you to join the militia. Which community do you prefer?
I want to be the... I want to join the fire mages.
The fire magicians.
I bet Vatras didn't foresee that, or he wouldn't have sent you to me. Joining the monastery is expensive. Those boys won't even let you in unless you pay them a tribute. And the only one who could do anything about that is Vatras himself. You had better talk to him again about this.
Holy shit, I'm being passed around like a ping pong ball.
That's an open secret.
Okay, anything else? No, that's good. Alright, let's go. Yeah, there isn't much for us to do around here other than that, really, currently. So let's go back to Vatras. And then, hopefully, we will still have some time for a hunt and a herb search. Yeah, by the way, we will finish the stream in about, like, 40-50 minutes. I'm trying to cut down on the length of the streams from like 4 hours to 2.5 hours. And I think that's pretty much how long it will take us to achieve the goal of the stream anyways.
Lares said that you could help me get into the monastery of the fire magicians.
Is that your choice? The way of the fire?
Yes, I want to become a fire magician.
As far as I know, they gladly accept novices in their monastery. So why would you need my help?
Lares mentioned that they demand a tribute before they let anyone into the monastery.
I cannot grant you entry into the monastery myself. I am a water mage, as you know, but I am very well acquainted with Darren, the fire magician. He spends most of his time in the marketplace, collecting alms for his church. But I have heard that he is not only in town to raise some funds. He told me about a statuette that was stolen from him. It was very important to him. He will surely allow you to enter the monastery if you can get it back for him. Of course, if you should decide to join the Circle of Fire, you can still become a member of the Ring, if you prove yourself worthy, that is.
Oh yeah, I did reach my 1,300 goal. Yeah, I did. It kind of happened very quickly. Like, the last month has been quite good for growth. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Right, I could talk to him about the stone tablets, but I do want to keep them for myself. Because once you gain a skill where you can read these tablets, you can earn quite a lot from reading them. So, for example, this one will give you some more hit points, for example, and some other ones give you lore. And I think if you mention the tablets to Vatras, he will just take them from you. Yeah, thanks, Glocky. It's it's quite fun. It's quite fun to see the growth. There is a lot of interesting things happening in the background as well that I can't really talk about yet. But yeah, it'll be cool to get it out in the open when the time comes.
Don't tell me that. Don't tell this to anyone.
Right. So snapperweed. I think it is around here somewhere on this, in this part of the map, like in this area. But I don't actually remember what it looks like. Is that it? That could be it, actually. No, healing herb. I think yeah, a lot of the herbs look kind of the same. Healing plants. To be honest, considering how much healing some of the plants give you this early in the game, it is worth just having a bunch of them on you to just for healing purposes, because they're more effective than food. Healing plant. To be honest, I said like we'll keep this stream to 2.5 hours, but actually I'm gonna keep this going until I get the fucking job in the city. We're not looking for a job in Khorinis Part 2, that's for sure. So yeah, for the next about 8 hours we are just looking for herbs. in these bushes. It doesn't help that there's so much foliage here as well. Although it does give that impression of actually looking for herbs among just, you know, bushes and grass, etc. It's not really a readability issue itself, like per se. It's more by design, I think. It's scarce enough to the point where it doesn't really interfere with it too much. In my opinion, anyways. Anything over here? Oh shit, there's skeleton and some gold and stuff like that. Right, this skeleton was the most broke person you'd ever meet, with 1 gold to his name and nothing else than that. Okay, so we've not found any interesting herbs. Honestly, like, so you know, at the start of the game, we obviously wake up in Xardas's tower. And as you walk down, there is that table on the first floor with a bunch of herbs just laid out on the table for you to pick up. Like, if not for that, this quest for Constantino is so much more difficult. Right, okay, so we've not found anything good over here. Oh well. What about... I'm pretty sure we've been behind this trunk already, so I'm not going to bother. We could go up this way, and I think if not... Well, okay, let's quick save. Let's equip a fireball. Yeah, so that is 6. Okay, because there is a bar at the end of this this road, which will mess us up. So I think we have to dispatch of that before we do anything else. There we go. Okay. As if that is only 60 experience points. That is absolute bullshit. They are so much more difficult to kill than an average wolf, which also gives you 60 points of XP. Yeah, I think there are some more interesting herbs growing here, and I think there is some interesting loot to get here as well. But sadly... Actually, no, there are some wolves. I think there are some wolves... Not up there, but down this way. There are some scavengers, and some quite strong bandits at the lighthouse, so we can't go too close to the lighthouse, because we will get killed. But yeah, I think there is some wolves down this way. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's... So I think that's by design. Yeah, okay, so... Not the best performance on that one. Might have to use another fireball. Whack! Well, we are getting some nice furs from the boss. We can sell them to Bosper later on. Alright, let's quick save, because I think there are some stronger enemies around here. We have some rats this way we can kill fairly easily. And I think I can see some swampweed as well. I don't think Constantino wants swampweed, but we can get it. Yeah, I think we might be able to sell it to someone for some gold, but other than that, it's not really worth the effort. Just have a look in this bush? No. What does swampweed do in this game? Nothing. It's literally just the value on it is 10 gold, and that's it. Ooh, bunch of healing herbs. Wait. Oh no, it's Gothic free. When you crouch, you don't have to see the animation of him picking up the stuff. So it's way quicker to just pick shit up. In this game, you still have the animation from crouch. I can hear some kind of a dog. Or is it another bar? I'm not sure. Oh, wolves. Okay. 2 wolves. Not ideal. There is a chance we will survive this. I say that as I'm about to die. Fuck, that was so close. What? Oh, that's the wolf, alright. That was so close. Fuck. Yeah, there's also some things that are not the needles in the haystack, exactly. Yeah, I think they're like, this game is very good at rewarding just exploration in general. It's so, like... So Gothic 1 Remake is good at, like, rewarding exploration. Much better than the original Gothic 1. Gothic 2, however, is so good at rewarding exploration. Like, everything that you find and explore will have something for you to find. There's a lot of happy little findings that you can get if you just explore. Can I separate them one from each other? I think I have. Right, good, good. That was good. Good. Right, so we got the furs now. We got more than needed. So we can go back. Although... Yes, I think this area is particularly more dangerous than what we can handle. But let's just push our luck a little bit and see what we can find. So there are some bloodstains leading to a shadow beast. We might be able to sneak in and steal some stuff from the cave without waking up the beast. Yeah, we are so weak at the moment compared to that thing. We cannot take this down. I have to say, one thing that Gothic Remake has done really well is shadow beasts. They are so fun to fight in that game. It's almost like fighting a strong enemy in a Souls game. Like, even on high levels, I still struggled with shadow beasts, and that is so good. That is so cool. There's one particular strong shadow beast monster in the remake that you have to kill for like a key quest. And that thing is so fucking strong. Right, it is laying down on a potion. Let me save. And see if we can grab it from under its belly. Oh, oh, oh. We had the prompt to grab it. Okay, we have it. It doesn't tell us what it is yet, but we will have a look at it once we exit the cave. There are some more items laying down here. Another potion, some more leather bags with some coins in them, I think. Right. Okay, this is good. This is really good. Yeah, much later on into the game we'll come back and kill it for its fur. But for now, this is good. I'm just gonna get to these skulls before I stop crouching, just to make sure we are in a safe distance. Okay. Are we safe? We should be safe now. Cool. Quick save. Right, what do we get? Elixir of healing, so that's 100 hit points. And we have a mana extract, which mana bonus 75. Okay, so it's not as good as I was hoping. And other than that, it's... Yeah, okay, just random bits. But we do have some leather bags with some coin in them. So that's 25. That's 50. That's going to be 100. And that's 100 as well. Yeah, not bad. Ooh, more loot over here. So we are now behind the lighthouse. Okay. Extra loot over here. Do we have any potions that actually expand our health or mana? No. Right, I'm not gonna get too close to the lighthouse because those bandits will kill me. Although with fireballs, maybe we do have a bit of a chance. It's worth having a little look and like just having an experiment to see how much damage we can do to them with our spells. Right, so we've come from this way. What's up here? By the way, we don't actually have to complete Constantino's quest for the herbs. We will have enough tradespeople agreeing to take us in for work for us to actually progress to the next bit of the story, but I just want to complete it. So falling down from this height would be death. Let's go around. Right, how many fireballs do I have? 2, so that's not a lot. I'm gonna have some blue elders to get my mana back and some health. Quick save. Yeah, I think there are like 3 or 4 bandits in the lighthouse, so we don't have enough fireballs to actually kill them. So there isn't much of a point trying. We'll just come back later on when we are stronger. Have a better weapon. We are not far off from another level, so I think once we do that, I'm going to level up my dexterity or strength. I'm going to go for strength, actually. I'm going to go for strength. We need, like... Wait, hang on. We need 15 points, so we can't do that. It would have to be dexterity. To be honest, it's only 10 points that we will spend on it. Okay. Yeah, so dexterity, I think dexterity makes lockpicking and pickpocketing easier as well. It kind of scales with it, so it's not a waste of points to put into dexterity, even if you don't use bows, etc. in your build. Right, this is gonna fuck me up, right. As if I can't even kill scavengers in this. Right, let's just go past them, because this is not what we are here for, actually. Let's check all the trunks, because a lot of the time you can find some good herbs around them. Right. Okay, we can kill one scavenger. Surely. Right, don't come... Right, he's still pecking at the ground. Cool. Quick save. Lost practice or what? Yeah, I have actually. Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually quite what do you call it? What's the fucking word for it? I forgot it. Right, let's single them out. Just so I can prove that I still have it. I'm not just washed up. I can kill a scavenger. Killing a scavenger in 2026. A noob who has played this game multiple times tries to kill a scavenger in 2026. See what happens next. See, I'm a pro. I'm a pro. I mean, this doesn't really help my case. There we go. Right. So now, I'm gonna level up my dexterity when I go back to town. Because we will be able to deal actually just 10 points of damage more, but 10 points of damage can sometimes feel like a massive boost in this game. Right. So, for context, I am looking for snapperweed at the moment, because I foolishly used it all before, and I'm trying to do the Constantino quest, where he's asking you to find all the kinds of herbs.
What makes you think that?
Why would you come here all alone? There's nothing here.
I only wanted to have a look around.
Okay, be my guest. Would you like a piece of meat?
Nah, I have proven my my worth for the Gothic community. I am back.
Yes, gladly.
Here, the finest leg of mole rat, according to my own recipe.
By the way, apologies for my webcam. I don't know what it is this stream, but the webcam is lagging like fuck. It's actually quite bad. Not sure what caused it.
Why are you here?
I can get a bit of peace up here. I always feel so restricted in the city.
Don't you have to work?
Everything I need I can get for myself. I cut the arrows, and nature provides the meat.
So, you're a hunter?
Yes, if you want to call it that. But I only hunt what I need for myself, not to earn money.
Money.
In that case, I'm sure you can teach me something.
Why not? I could show you how to handle a bow.
Show me how to handle a bow.
So it's just a bow. Okay. Normally, like, I don't know. Normally, people that can teach you how to use a bow also teach you how to be more, have more dexterity, but not that guy. Right. I know there's some loot. There's some rings above, which is why we've come here. Also, just a view. Just that view in Khorinis. I mean, that is incredible. You wouldn't be able to see any of this in the vanilla game without the mods. Like, it's amazing. You can see everything. Like, Saddle's Tower over this way. Lobat's Farm that way. Obviously, entirety of Khorinis. And the ship as well. Yeah, it's incredible stuff. The lighthouse. Yeah, it's so pretty to look at. I mean, obviously the graphics are dated. This is an old game. But, like, the overall art style and the atmosphere and the look of the game is just... I mean, this is nostalgia and obviously sentiment. Like, I love Gothic 2 a lot. It's my favorite game, like one of my favorite games of all time. So, you know, I do have those nostalgia glasses on. But, yeah, it's just an amazing looking game, still. With the little bit of help from mods, obviously. So what's the ring? What does it do again? Mana bonus. Okay, cool. And some scrolls. Do we have anything at absolutely life-changing. Destroy undead, cool. Small firestorm, cool. Okay, nothing utility like telekinesis still. That would really fucking help with this quest. Healing herbs. What time are you on? 7 past 10, okay. King's Sorrel, another one, right. Yeah, no... Snapperweed. What a fucking idiot. I can't believe I used it. And then kind of wasted it anyways, because in the end, it didn't last long enough for us to actually use it to run away from the orc. So we didn't actually need to use it. That was an absolute waste. Fucking hell, that set me back so much. Oh well. Right. We could go down to the forest and maybe explore a little bit more. What's that down there? Is that... Yeah, that's a zombie. Let me just see how much XP we get from killing a zombie. Mana required 5. Okay, let me just see how much XP we get for that. Orc Elite. Okay, yeah. There's that as well. Skeleton, zombie. Just walk up to the edge. 200 points. Yeah, it's not really worth it, but now we know. I mean, it is kind of worth it, but at the same time, it's like, not really going to change your life, is it? This game will always be a gem. I saw there was a remastered version. Was it any good? Do you mean the Unreal Engine fan mod that you can get for on Steam for free? Is it good? I didn't like it. I played it a little bit. I didn't like it. I think the visibility is fucked. The combat, although in theory the changes they made to combat were, you know, in theory they're great. It just changes the game too much. You're not really playing Gothic 2 anymore at that point. But yeah, there's a lot of other issues like the writings and messages and the log and dialogues, like all the text is a bit fucked. Like it's as if it's been translated worse somehow than it was in the vanilla game. Yeah, there's a lot of like big and subtle differences that in effect make the game less enjoyable in my opinion. But most of it is just like it has too much foliage, so looking for herbs, for example, is a nightmare. So personally, I'm not gonna do a full playthrough with that mod, but you know, it's an interesting experiment. But then again, if you mean the Gothic 1 remake, which just came out by, you know, made by Alchemia, I really liked it. I really liked it. Now I'm gonna kill all the scavengers just to prove a point. I feel like I have the obligation to kill every scavenger on my way now. It was funny though, how like some people looked at the teasers for Gothic Remake and they saw dodging in that game and they were just like, oh fuck this game, it's like Dark Souls now. It's like Elden Ring. It's like, bro, Gothic always had dodging in it. Chill. Oh no. Oh no, the game has crashed. Fuck. Oh. Right. Start again. Where were we before it crashed? Okay, just over there. Not too bad. Right. We're good. We're good. We just have to kill this scavengers again. Prove it we can do it again. It's not just luck. Just one at a time, please. Yeah, there we go. To be honest, like, fucking hell, it's still nothing compared to New Vegas. Do you remember, Glocky, how many times that game broke? Like, it was mental. We played New Vegas all the way through on streams in the past without any mods, so just the vanilla build of the game, and honest to fucking god, that is the worst. Like, that game barely works. It is hanging on like a very thin thread. It barely works. Like, there was a game-breaking bug in pretty much every stream in like the last 15 hours of the game. So every stream there would be like a major fucking bug that made me consider whether I should or actually could continue with the playthrough. Like, there was a big one in Sierra Madre where after completing the DLC, the whole expansion, you are going back to Mojave. So you go through this gate, which triggers obviously like a loading screen, and then you respawn in the Mojave. And what happened was, whenever you'd activate the gate to go through it, the game would just freeze and break and kick you out. And I found like a weird solution for it. I think it was like, what was it? You had to, I think you had to like lower all the settings, like graphical settings, to low, and then like leave all your inventory in a chest somewhere, walk into a building, save the game in the building, then reload the game in that building, which will then somehow reset some fucking data and script in the game code, and then you can go back and use the gates. It was just like weird, really weird fucking things like that all the way through the last 15 hours of that game. Absolute nightmare. It was, fuck, I'm actually surprised I've managed to continue with it, because like, I think current Dan would not bother with that shit. Right, quick save. Fireball. Let's see what we can do with a fireball. Yeah, that's nothing. Can I get one of them to come out and maybe fight them in melee combat? Let's see if that's gonna work. The thing is, he's always gonna he's not gonna just randomly think, oh, do you know what, I'm gonna go and chase after him with my sword out. No, he's gonna stand there with his bow and just think like, I'm gonna wait for him to pop out so I can shoot him in his stupid head. Yeah, we'll just leave it there for now. Snapperweed. Where does a man find one of those? I'm trying to think. Oh, we have some kind of a herb growing here that we've not picked up before. Meadow knotweed. We do need one of those for Constantino as well, although we do have one of them already, so it's not really going to help us. But yeah, backup is always good. Blue elder. So there was a snapperweed in that cave where the orc lived. So if you go back, maybe there's going to be another one, or maybe there's going to be one in these bushes here somewhere, because we've not explored that yet. Actually, before we do anything, let me just go back to the city and level up my dexterity, so we can use that nice sword. Use an actual weapon. And we can also hand in the furs to Bosper as well. So that's going to be a few experience points as well.
And the sea released the land, and there arose
Let's make sure we haven't got one, have we? Fire route.
as well as animals, wolves as well as sheep, and last of all
No.
arose a human. And Adanos was
Swamp weed.
pleased with what had arisen.
Yeah, no, we haven't got what we need.
You listen to the wrong people.
I got your furs. Yeah.
About the wolfskins, I've got them. Here.
Great. I knew you would be suitable for this job. Here's the pay I promised you. And what do you think? Isn't this better work than banging away at swords all day or filling little bottles in a dusty chamber?
Yeah, I'm not gonna go into that with you just yet. Right, so
Got my own opinion about
I think Laris is the closest guy that can teach us dexterity, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think dexterity suits my playstyle in Gothic 2 way more than strength, actually. I do like ranged combat, and I do like the thieving skills.
Hey, you!
So it's not a bad shout. Although, yeah, I will be going mage build after.
Can you teach me something?
Sure. I can help you become stronger and more dexterous if you like.
If you like. Yes, I would like.
Teach me something.
You've already gotten more dexterous.
Hell yeah. There we go. Sick. We actually have a functioning weapon now. That is not a knife or a stick. Very good. Progress has been made, after all. What time is it in the game? It's nearly night time. Okay, so let's go for a nap, and then we'll go back to the forest looking for more herbs. While I'm here, I'm going to try my luck and see if maybe we do have all the things that we need. Come on.
About...
Yeah, never mind.
I see.
And the creature was washed from the face of the earth. But with it, the trees and animals were also
Absolute shred on the guitar in this sound, in this song track rather. I don't know. I always think a song needs to have lyrics and vocals because you sing a song, right? A track is more instrumental, I think, in my head, anyways. You wouldn't happen to have anything of importance, would you?
My name is Baltram. Have you come to stock up on food? I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you. I don't have much in stock right now, but I'll be getting a new delivery soon.
Show me your wares.
Damn, that is really poor.
Hey, you!
Do you have any new stock?
Show me your wares.
No, it's the same crap as always. Okay. So there is a little bit of land we've not explored yet, which might have some interesting herbs, and that is down this way. So we've avoided that place when we were traveling to Khorinis in the first stream. But I think now we might actually have a chance at killing something down this way. So let's have a look. Also, keep an eye out for some more herbs, like a fire root. Okay. That is a lot of bushes. We're gonna save the game before we die to some invisible foe. I don't really remember much about this place. I never remember what's down here. Some field raiders, definitely, maybe a wolf or two. But I also have a recollection of something much stronger down here as well, like some snappers maybe. This rock formation looks quite sus to me. Let's have a look around. Nope. Oh shit, yeah. Wargs. Okay, so these are like fucking wolves on steroids, and they are chasing after me now, which is not brilliant. Are they still? Please don't. Okay, he's backing out. Okay, he's backing off. So that's good. We've lost him. Let's go this way. I think the weaker enemies are down over this way. Holy fuck. There are a lot of them here. Fuck me. Let's go. Fucking up combos is not going to do you very much. I'm gonna die. Fuck, okay, so we are still not quite strong enough for field raiders to kill them reliably. Let's have a look around down here. Try to not get into a combat. Okay, we are stuck in this in a snowboarding animation now. I can't move. This is it. Yeah, I'm gonna get nailed by this field raider. Fuck's sake. Swampweed. What do we have over here? This looks interesting. If only we could fucking climb it. There we go. What do we have here? Healing herbs. I was just about to say, this looks like, because there is no foliage, no like detail up here other than like just the textures. I was just about to say, this looks like somewhere we are not supposed to be, but there are things to pick up here. So this takes us back to Lobat's farm. We can't exactly climb up to it, so we have to go back the way we came. Yeah, I think in the end... I might call it a day, actually. Oh, shit. Is it just one? Right. I think we are safe. No, we are not. We might have to fight our way out.
Nothing to be had there.
Right, heal up. Quick. And by quick, I mean eat 10 plants. That is the quickest thing we can do, other than drinking a potion. Probably a mistake, quick saving over our old save in this place, but it is what it is now. I think we can outrun the field raiders quite easily though, so that's something. Me. Right. Back on the track. I'm actually, like, if we do find a snapper weed in this stream, in the next, like, 5-10 minutes or so, I'm gonna shit myself from happiness. Come on, then. What? Is it first time playing Gothic 2? No, it's not. It's about a millionth and 10th, maybe millionth and 11th time playing Gothic. But because my memory is shit, I never really retain a lot of information when I play games. It might seem like I've never played it when you look at certain bits of the playthrough. So you are forgiven thinking that I'm a noob, because I certainly play like one. For context, we are currently looking for snapperweed for Constantino. I cannot remember the location of every plant in this game. That is an issue. Right. Come on then. Let's have you. We are doing so much more damage to mole rats now with this sword than we were with the knife. What the f- It launched me into the air. Okay.
Nothing there.
Right. There's some good loot laying around here. We can take a look at. Also, I believe there are 2 more mole rats in this little cave. Hell yeah. I'm gonna die to mole rats. And I've not saved in like the last 5 minutes? Thank fuck for that. Right, save.
I know nothing about picking locks.
I know nothing about picking locks.
Same old thing all over again.
Nothing's ever gonna change.
Right, what can I have that will cure me fairly quickly? Actually, how many hit points do I have now? 88. Do you know what? I'm just gonna fucking have a potion. Screw this. Let's pick up 6 gold coins very slowly. Pan, we do need a pan. So that we can cook meat very slowly as well. Who am I going to join? I'm gonna join the fire mages. Because I think the mage build in Gothic 2 is the best mage build I've ever played in any game, ever. Absolutely love the progression of fire mages. How you have to learn the different circles of magic, you have to spend points on mana, then you have to craft your own runes and stuff. Like, I absolutely love that aspect of playing as a mage. I think it's the most sort of like advanced difficulty level of Gothic. It's the most like involved build, I think. But yeah. It's an absolute pleasure, especially like later on in the game. It's so worth it when you can just go into like Khorinis and just spam summon army of skeletons and just like wipe out the whole city. It's so cool. Okay, so we are now at the crossroads. These are the crossroads between the mercenaries, the fire mages over this way, and the city. This is like the middle of the map, kind of. Let's go down this way and see if we can find some nice herbs along the way to the fire mages, to the temple. To the monastery, rather. Just gonna scan this field for some herbs. Okay, I'm gonna fuck this scavenger up as well. Yeah, like I said earlier, you know, the sword does just 10 points more damage than the dagger we were using before that. But that little increase in damage, it just feels so massive. Like, every little bit of progression in Gothic 2 and Gothic 1 just feels like a milestone. It's so good. Like, you feel progress with every level that you do in those games. Unless you completely break your build, I mean. Interesting. It didn't just, it didn't let me loot this scavenger. Snapperweed only grows in places where there are snappers, I think. With a wolf, I found a snapperweed in there as well. So, I don't know. So I think sometimes it just grows randomly. There is a stone tablet here. Right. Isgaroth. That is a cool fucking name. Isgaroth.
Be with you. What can I do for you, wanderer?
Bless the fuck out of me, please.
Bless me.
I bless you in the name of Innos. May the Lord's fire burn in your heart and give you the strength to act according to his justice.
Actually, good fucking point. Snapperweed grows near snappers. And there were some snappers just outside the gate near Lobat's farm. So in theory, if we go back there, there should be some snapperweed growing there. Just have a quick look around here. Just make sure we're not gonna miss something interesting growing around this place. It's not scavengers, yeah, whatever, cool. You know what? Let's just have a look at the monastery while we're here. Just for the sight of it. Yeah, that's cool as. Yeah, I mean, that looks so much better with this mod on as well. That just expands on the loading distance. So cool. Yeah, the issue is, by the way, like, I've had a few plants of snapperweed and I stupidly use them to be able to sprint. Forgetting that I need to have them for Constantino. There is a field raider here. Please be just one. Cool. Yeah, I mean, we are level 4 and at this point already healing by food and edibles already feels like a massive nuisance. Right, let's go back to Khorinis. Let's have a look around the area where the snappers used to live before the guards killed them. And if it's not growing there, we'll just leave it and just leave it for now. I think there's also an idea where we might just leave employment until like later on in the game, because like I also want to go to the mercenaries and do their quests. You know, I want to like do all the quests that we can do in Act 1 and Chapter 1 until we join anything. So there's going to be a lot more exploration in this playthrough before we commit to any faction. So we, you know, if we don't find the snapperweed in this episode, we'll find it in the future probably. So yeah, it's alright. Which faction? Fire mages. Fire mages. They are, yeah, like I said to another chat before, a few minutes ago, I think is the best mage experience in any game I've ever played. In terms of like progression and the reward you get from it. Like, it's a struggle to become a mage initially, but once you get to that place where you are a pretty proficient mage, and you can summon like armies of skeletons and stuff, the game is just so rewarding to play as a mage for me, because you can just go back to Ona's farm or Khorinis and just summon a bunch of skeletons and just watch them wipe out everyone in the city, and also like just have, you know, fire rain spells and stuff. It's so rewarding. Yeah, it's very rough in the early game, yeah, because there's like a weird balancing thing, because like normally when you join like the mercenaries or the city guard, you get armor which has good protection on it against attacks, but as a novice with a novice robe, you don't get as much protection on that. And obviously because you have to then go from like, before you join the mages, the monastery, you are either going to be a melee fighter or a ranger, and as you join the novices in a monastery, you obviously have to change your playstyle to be magical. So that's a whole shift of your playstyle. So the initial phase of that is difficult because you don't have as much protection and as many attacks that you could use, because you'll have limited mana and not as many good spells. But once the ball is rolling, it's an incredible experience. Yeah, mid-game as well, it can be. Yeah, I think you struggle as a mage all the way up until the point where... what are they called? The guys in red masks in those robes. I'm not sure what they're called. Like, they appear after you come back from the mining colony. But I'm not sure what they're called. But yeah, at that point, it's still a bit of a struggle to be a mage. But once you get past that, I think that's where it kind of like is fine. But again, I think I always thought that the best Gothic experience is the early game, when you are struggling the most, when a game pushes back the most, or it seems like it's pushing back the most. That is the best experience in Gothic you get, I think. So maybe playing as a mage kind of extends that period a bit further. Maybe that's why I like it as well, because it's just more of the Gothic experience that I like. Seekers, that's the one, yeah. Right, I don't see any snapper weeds. I don't suppose I can kill this snapper with my shitty sword. No, didn't think so. Actually, let me just run around and just see if there is a snapper weed growing around here somewhere. There is one herb, that's a healing plant. Another healing plant. What's that? Healing herb, right. Not fucking new game. Oh my god. We have to go through... Oh. Thankful for that. Little jump from Xardas as well. Let's go this way. Maybe it's hiding in the bushes. I'm just trying to determine whether it's going to make sense to try to kill this thing. No. Yeah, they're the sect camp people who have gone crazy and now they've been completely possessed by, like, the evil Beliar side of things, yeah. The lore of them is pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, the lore of... The lore behind them is really cool. Do you know what? I wasn't gonna clear this place, but let's have a quick look. Might as well. So there's a shadow beast over that way, which one to avoid. I hate fighting these guys. I fucked up. By the way, I know we're gonna say you can bring the hunter down to clear it for you and get all the XP. The issue is he's already dead. He died. So I brought him out to kill the wolves for, you know, for Bosper. And he died to a pack of wolves. He never made it past the wolves. Which, it never happened to me in any playthrough before. So, yeah, that was interesting. And the best bit is, he died, right? And then I had to run away to bring all the wolves to the city guard. So they can kill the wolves for me, because I wasn't strong enough to kill them yet. And by the time I came back to where his body was gone. Only his machete remained, so I couldn't even loot his body for that nice bow that he has. Okay. You're next. I save scum until he kills the orc. Yeah, so I do that as well. I will either use him to get an orc weapon for Harad, or yeah. So what I normally do is I get him to kill the orc. Normally, by the end of that fight, he is on very low health, and I finish him off with like a spell, and then I loot his body for all the nice loot that he has. But yeah, this playthrough in many ways has gone very differently to my usual playthroughs already. It's a very interesting one. And also, yeah, like at that point, I forgot to save scum for about like. So, yeah, let's not fuck with them. I'm gonna try to get one of them to come at me, maybe two max. Right, so one is they're all coming. Yeah, if I could just fight one or two, it'd be fine, but the whole thing is not gonna happen. I mean, the orc is gonna kill me, but let's have a look. GG. That was a good fight. Other than that, it was a good fight. As I was fighting that orc, I was thinking how much I like the healing system in this game. I like how you cannot just heal mid-fight in Gothic 2 as much as you could like in Gothic Remake, for example, or maybe even Gothic 3. You cannot just do that mid-fight. If you are going into a fight, your health bar is all you get. Like healing in mid-combat is not a thing. And I like how methodical that feels, how it's like, it's just, I'm trying to put words together, they're just not working today. But yeah, I like how methodical that feels in combat. Backstepping also has iframes. I see you're not really using it. No, I was never really good at that. I use them against like, you know, animals, etc. But I never really used them against humans. I don't know, I never, yeah. I find the backstepping quite difficult. Not difficult, just awkward, because a lot of the time, it's easy to fuck it up. So like, it's easy to fuck it up in the sense that instead of doing a backstep, you block. Because, like, you've not let go of control in time or whatever. Like, I find it a bit... Yeah, it just doesn't feel right for me, personally. But yeah, it's a skill issue. It absolutely is. Okay, so we haven't got Snapper Weed. What have we done? Simple way, yeah, missing people. Okay. So I'm going to end this one here, and I do apologize for the lagging camera already. I can see it being okay at the moment, but it's probably going to go back to being a shit soon. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. In the next stream on Monday, we will continue Gothic 2, where we will probably venture to Ona's farm and do some of the quests for the mercenaries just to get some more levels. Hopefully find the snapper weed that we need for Constantino. And then once we've done that, we will go to the monastery, try to get into monastery, you know, do all the other quests. But yeah, for now, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching once again. Have a good night, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye.